son. Let's book him!
Wow, you guys are good. I'm the last person I would have suspected, but I was looking for me all the time. It's the perfect crime.
Yeah, tell it to the judge, Pinky.
Welcome back, my legends, and today I'm going to explain the whole situation with Moipara and what happened. Now, for those of you who don't know who Moipara is, basically he's the lead principal animator at Respawn. He's in charge of making the legends who they are in the way they walk, the way they express themselves, their heirlooms, their emotes. Basically every animation that moves, he probably had a hand on it. So what happened? Well, you see, Moipara is the owner of this YouTube channel called Tooncraft, and he makes a lot of cool tunes, by the way, big fan. And unfortunately what happened is that he accidentally streamed himself inside some kind of Apex test build. Now, I'm not going to say what was in the test build out of respect, but I'm just going to say that there was stuff that was unreleased in the game that they're probably going to be testing out so that way they can release later on in the future. But unfortunately for Moi, the internet being the internet, people saved the live stream and started posting this stuff on the internet. So this is what I really want to talk about, because I can understand why Respawn probably right now is really mad at Moi, but from what I seen, it was very clearly an accident from Moipara's part. Now, what I think happened is that Moipara was trying to capture certain moments in the test build and then compare it with another test build that he did. So what I think happened is that he was using OBS, and instead of him clicking the start recording option, I think he accidentally clicked on the start streaming option. So for the people wondering how this is even possible to accidentally stream yourself, well, there you go. Now, when I first heard the news, I thought it was kind of funny, I'll be 100% honest with you, that Moipara, a guy who hasn't been anti-data mining, but he doesn't like it when people data mine and then they show other people. At first, I found it ironic that he became the very thing he doesn't like, until I started to think about it more, and then I realized, wow, actually, this is a bigger problem, because unlike some ex-devs who think data miners don't have a life, Moipara does have a life. He has a wife and some kids and a job, and because of this whole mess, there is a chance he might get fired, which I hope they don't do that. I hope they understand that this was an accident, let him apologize, and keep his job. Because let's be honest, out of all the Apex devs and how they do their jobs, Moipara is the last person I can think of that should get fired. And so the last thing I want to talk about is how Respawn or Moi handled the situation. You see, from what I've been told is that they've been asking people that may post on Twitter or Reddit if they can take that content down, which I understand why they would do that, but unfortunately, by them asking people if they can take that stuff down, you're kind of admitting that this is all real and that one day all this stuff might come in the future, which I understand why they would do that, because there's certain things that they definitely do not want people to know, but unfortunately that's not going to stop people from reporting on it, and only gives it more legitimacy that this stuff is coming in the future of Apex Legends. So that's the whole situation with Moi. I hope people understand that this guy is probably feeling really down right now, because Moi probably feels like he let down his company, his friends, his co-workers, his family, and worst of all, himself down. And so I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys not to share or spread this information, because it's gonna be out there regardless. I'm just gonna want you to keep in mind that this happened because of one person's biggest mistake in probably his life, and to keep that in mind. So yeah, my legends, that'll do it for this video. See you next time. Peace.
My soul.